Hey guys, welcome. It's nine. Sorry, that might have been loud. It's 9:29, August 12th. Welcome back to another day. It's Wednesday completed. Today was not a bad day, which honestly, not can't complain. It's a couple not bad days in a row. So starting to feel okay, which can't really complain about, I guess. Which yeah. So hopefully you guys also had a good hump day Wednesday. It's done and over with. If not, we're on to coming on to Thursday, which Thursday's always a weird day of the week. Like it feels like a fake Friday, but not quite Friday. I don't know. I always feel it's how I always look at them. It's weird. Maybe that's just me though. But hopefully you guys are doing all right. Sorry, haven't looked at possible something yet. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. If not, you made it through the end of the day. That's the hardest part of what you can do. So good on you guys. It's a tough fucking world out there. It sucks. So I know I had some tough parts of the day still, but thankfully nothing too bad. Didn't spiral at all. Still been thinking about that move. That's gonna be down the line. Obviously, like I was saying, nowhere near, unfortunately. Still a good year away, probably. I think that's the goal. Sometime next September, we do it. It's just be good timing. But that's kind of what's keeping me grounded right now. I was kind of mentioning last video, just trying to think of some or I've been leaning into some more philosophical stuff, or it's a tough word for me to say. Sorry if I butchered it. It's also, like I was saying, 9:30. I'm a little tired. It's past my bedtime for a Wednesday night. At least I got the days of the week right this week, and I messed that up last week. Hopefully you guys are doing. Sorry. Sorry, I was just reading your comments, Hugo. I still do snowboard. Unfortunately, no snow right now. Sorry if you can hear my music. It might be a little bit loud, but doesn't seem like it's. But what can you do? Um, no snowboarding right now. We're unfortunately in winter or summer. So, but we'll be back at it as soon as possible. I did just pick up a longboard though, which I was out doing today, which was nice, a little humbling. I was hoping the snowboard was going to translate a bit better to it, but honestly, no, I sucked. Um, almost ate it a good couple times, and definitely a little bit more scary to almost fall on pavement versus snow slash ice. But what can you do? I don't know if any of you guys were skaters or still are, but any tips would be highly appreciated. I could definitely, yeah, like I said, was struggling. I definitely made some good progress. Was able to feel pretty confident on the board by the end of my little session, but was humbling, like I was saying. But nice to be get out and just screw around in the sun, not be inside. So I know I got a decent setup here, but it's always nice just to be outside. I just kind of wish there was more to do in the summer for me here, which I've been trying to find recently just to help keep myself busy. But sorry, back to the philosophy stuff I've been kind of leaning into. Nihilism was kind of just another one, which is kind of just accepting that life might be meaningless and just kind of leaning into it, which I think is kind of what I'm gonna do for the meantime. Just it already seems kind of like my mentality, so at least there's a proper word for it. I would say I'm pretty pessimistic as is, so it's a bit more of the extreme version of that, but uh, it's a good one that kind of, I guess, was saying, just kind of fits my mentality. I kind of already just don't care about much, for which good and bad. I'm trying to be a bit better with it. It's a little when you're in a better headspace, it's definitely a little bit easier to do said caring. But when things can take a bad turn at most moments, we'll see what happens. So trying to do better though, which that's all you can really do these days. So that's uh that's all you guys can do. If you guys are also struggling, just remember it doesn't matter. Not every day needs to be a good day. Just as long as you can make it to the end of the day, that's a win. Try to take pride in any small things you can do, just getting up, drinking your water. I know I'm terrible at that. Like Just like in my own head, I'm always thinking that like, what's a small win gonna do? But it is the small things in life that really chain things together. I forget. There's been this YouTuber I've been watching recently who's been another person that I feel like is kind of. She just has a lot of good quotes. Just a lot of. I feel like we've been going through similar things. Maybe I might be going through more of an extreme version of what's going through, just given my own self, my own destructive mentality, unfortunately. But she seems to have a good, very relatable mindset for the getting out of that. And it's just been nice to hear someone else have the same concepts. So if I remember, I'll try to link her channel down in the description. If you guys want to give her a watch, I would say her videos are a little bit more well put together than mine, to say the least. But it's I'm not even sure how I got there. Sorry, like I was saying, I'm a little bit tired right now. But yeah, it's kind of back to the meaning of nothing and accepting that it's what can you do? Like I don't like there might be like a proper meaning to life, but even if there is, I don't really care to find it right now. That's not my headspace. Maybe one day, but right now I think that's gonna be what can at least get me through till this I do this move, which is kind of what I'm focused on. So it's which is nice. It feels nice to actually have something a set goal in mind to kind of grind towards for the next little bit. I've tried to set some hypothetical ones, like stuff I've wanted to do, but nothing, no real clear path towards doing so, or realistic ones. So this is kind of a nice change. So still not really getting my hopes too high up, but there is a, I'm not going to say hope, but there's a chance at least. But I guess that's still very close to. But I don't know. Like I was saying, it's the first time in a while I've at least had a good couple days in a row. So I'm gonna knock on wood that I can continue on tomorrow. And just by good, I just mean nothing's going wrong, which is all I ask for. And again, that's all you need. We're making it to the end of each day. We're surviving. Had some good chats with my friends today, so that goes a long way. I feel like you guys can probably hear my music. It seems pretty loud, so I'm gonna apologize if that's the case. But if not, ignore me. But a nice long video. Um, Also, if you guys have continued to watch this to this point, thank you for supporting all the videos. It's always greatly appreciated. Quick question for the viewers still watching. What do you guys think of the titles? Should I continue doing them the way I do? Just the one word kind of summarization of the video as best as I can? Obviously, it's never really that accurate, but or should I change it up? That's been one thing I've been trying to think about recently, but I'm not sure. I like the vibe of just the one word, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks. It's been a. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday. If not, we're almost on to the weekend already. This week's flying by at least. So just hang in there, guys. We're getting through this week one day at a time, and we'll get to the weekend, and then we can recoup again. But thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, have a great rest of your guys' night, and take care.